Hi there, I'm Kara. If your backyard is anything like my backyard, there's a lot of activity these days. I'm lucky to live where nature feels quite close all the time. The wildlife we've encountered in our backyard isn't anything extraordinary, but it's easy to take the sights and sounds of summer for granted when it turns hot, muggy, and buggy. In my household, we do what we can to surround ourselves with nature and take time to learn more about it. That's why this book was a gem for me to find in the library's collection. It's called A Field Guide to Your Own Backyard by John Hanson Mitchell. And it's not a new title by any means, and though it has reappeared as new editions over the years, the text has remained the same since 1985. The author walks you through the phases of the warm and cold weather seasons, from early spring to late winter, briefly describing the plants, animals, insects, and other signs of life you commonly see or hear as the seasons progress. The short essays or sections, each focused on just one plant, animal, or insect, are the perfect length to read aloud to my school-age kids when reading time or attention span is short. And I certainly enjoy reading them myself, even when my kids aren't around. We found baby frogs in the yard this year, and we created a habitat for them. We released them, and then we found them again. So we read all of the short essays in this book about frogs and toads. My kids are fascinated by snakes, so we read all of the sections about snakes. We had one night when dozens of dragonflies buzzed and swooped and hunted our entire backyard at dusk. So we read about the dragonflies. My son asked what the pretty blue flower is that grows all along the roadsides right now. So we read about chicory. Last night there was a single bat hunting in our front yard. We quickly got the kids out of bed so they could watch it. And then we read about bats the next night. It has been super convenient to open this book throughout the summer and read about something we have seen, heard, or experienced. Although the book's setting, so to speak, is the eastern United States, much of the flora and fauna, or the plants and animals, the author highlights, is common in the Midwest as well. That's because the land used by the author to record his observations about backyard wildlife and then write about it was a small, weedy lawn next to a shabby, weedy meadow. And most of us can relate to that kind of landscape. Maybe you have budding naturalists in your house, or maybe you work all the time and can't enjoy much of summer's plants and animals. Or maybe you want to learn just a little bit about the wild things in your yard or along the bike path that you use. Or maybe, like me, you have a life science background and enjoy the nostalgia of learning about plants and animals. For any of these reasons and more, this is a fun find on HPL's science shelves, and it's worth a look. I promise to return the book soon so that you can enjoy it too. Here it is again. You'll find it in the 500 section on the adult side in Nonfiction at Hedberg Public Library. Thanks for watching.